In this presentation, we will be talking about TEAS, which is one of the required components of your nursing clinical entry process. It is one of the key building blocks that makes you eligible to submit a nursing clinical entry application form. TEAS 5 is the version of the test you will be taking. Presentation overview. During this presentation, we will discuss what TEAS is and how it is used as part of the clinical entry application process, when and how to take the TEAS, tips on how to prepare for the TEAS, minimum scores needed for nursing, how the AITS score of TEAS can make your application more complete. Helpful handouts. TEAS test information for practical nursing. In addition to viewing this presentation, be sure to download these helpful handouts that provide more detailed information and that you can use as a reference. What is TEAS? It's an acronym that stands for Test of Essential Academic Skills. We use it as an entrance test to our nursing program. It is an indicator of your aptitude for nursing. What is TEAS? The TEAS covers a variety of disciplines. You will receive scores for reading, math, English, and science, and an adjusted individual test score, which is a composite score of the four. How is TEAS used? TEAS is actually used in two ways. First, it is one of the required components that makes you eligible to submit your clinical entry application form. The others are participation in the application workshop and minimum GPA. Those components are described in other presentations. The second way TEAS can be used is by helping make your application more competitive. The higher your score, the more points you earn for it. When to take the TEAS? Because you can only take the TEAS 2 times, be sure you wait until you're ready to score well before taking it. The TEAS is not an easy test and covers a variety of subjects, so we recommend that you complete college-level courses such as biology, math, and English before you attempt the test. ATI offers you a summary of your results, so after taking the test the first time, go to their website to view your weak areas. You may also receive assistance in certain subjects or in test-taking skills in TCTC's tutoring center. Students are allowed to use earplugs during the test. How to take the TEAS. Please time your 2 attempts carefully. After preparation, you will take the test at the Assessment Center in Miller Hall or in the Computer Lab in the Easley campus. No appointment is necessary, but notice the TEAS test information handout for details on how to pay the $75 testing fee and when and how the test is administered. You could expect to spend about 3.5 hours taking the test, so prepare carefully. If you take it on Pendleton or Easley campuses, your scores will automatically be added to your system by Assessment Center staff. If you took the TEAS at another school, the directions for having your scores transferred are on the handout. You're responsible for having TEAS scores sent from ATI to Tri-County Tech. Please send an email to the Assessment Center so they know to expect your scores. Include your T number. We have students with duplicate names and need to be sure to apply your scores to your account. Please note, since Tri-County Tech allows only 2 attempts, we look at your first 2 attempts for scoring. No subsequent scores will be used unless you have scores from 3 or more years prior. Scores more than 3 years old will not be used. To allow the Assessment Center ample time to process transfer scores must arrive 1 week prior to nursing clinical entry. Application deadline for the term a student applies to enter for clinical classes. Deadline for TEAS taken on a TC campus is 2 business days before the deadline. Students are allowed to use earplugs during the test. Refer to the TEAS test information handout, which is linked here. It is your guide for TEAS testing. Tips on preparing for TEAS 5. In addition to completing your general education coursework, you can prepare for TEAS 5 by making use of the study guide that is published by ATI Testing, the company that makes the test. Copies of the study guide are available from the library reserves to be used in the library, or you can purchase a study guide from the ATI Testing website. If you do not do well on the TEAS the first time you take it, you may attempt the test a second time. As mentioned before, the ATI Testing website provides a summary of your weak areas, which you can use to determine how to study for your second TEAS attempt. We strongly suggest you take your time and prepare for your second try. The tutoring labs are a free service to Tri-County Technical College students. They can help you with areas that you need improvement in. What the TEAS scores mean. In order to be eligible to submit your clinical entry application form, you must earn a minimum TEAS Adjusted Individual Test Score, AITS, of 50%. Again, you have 2 chances to take the test and meet these score requirements. The system will select your best AITS as your final score. In addition to meeting the minimum scores, performing well on the TEAS can make your clinical entry application form more competitive. Scoring the minimum of 50% will earn 2 points for your application, whereas earning between 90 and 100% earns 6 points. Be sure to watch the segment on Application Workshop to learn more about this and other ways to increase your application points. In summary, TEAS is an entrance test used to assess your aptitude for nursing. It is one of the components that you need to become eligible for submitting your nursing clinical entry application form. You can attempt the TEAS twice, so be sure to wait until you feel you are ready to score well on reading, English, math, and science. Thank you.